Alright, what's up y'all, it's Laker Fan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about whether or not you need a good point guard to win on NBA 2K20. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this video 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. And the short answer is yes, you do need a good point guard to win in this game. Now, there is a longer answer. We'll talk about that in this video as we move along with the gameplay. But real quick, I want to show you guys the pregame intros. So they have a play sharp at the 1, two-way pass first point at the 2, which is their lock build. And then at the 3, they have the paint beast with rim takeover, which is an inside big. So this is where we've talked about this on the channel throughout the year. I feel like with the inside bigs, you absolutely need a great point guard to win in this game. Now, if you have a rim sharp, it's a lot easier for your point guard to kind of just rely on his drive game a little bit more. But like I said, I've talked about that topic before, so we're not going to stress that too much. I just want you guys to keep that in mind as you watch the gameplay. So, you guys can see he's a superstar 3-point guard. I know I've talked about, oh, it's not the highest competition level. Then I get people in the comments that are superstar 3s themselves, and they get kind of hurt about that. Listen, y'all, it's just the repetition he clearly doesn't have. He doesn't play this game daily. He doesn't play it consistently, so I already know it's hard to be good if you don't consistently play. Now, speaking of consistently playing, you can see our lineup. We got shots top 5. I call him AK. He's on the play sharp with sharp takeover. I'm on my finisher at the 2, actually. Now, normally I line up at the 3, but in this game I'm at the 2, which is the finishing and defense pie chart. And then we got Kitchen. He's on his two-way finisher, which is the pure lock, and he's lined up at the 3. Now, the reason that this happens, it's based on my ball control being higher than Kitchen's. He didn't upgrade any playmaking, and I did. So, for whatever reason, it puts me at the 2 because of that. He does have more speed than me, and I have more like strength and vertical and stuff like that. But regardless, you guys get the deal. I'm still going to come out here and set screens. You can see it makes for really, really weird switches that these guys want to make. And it also makes for really weird icon passes for AK. So, for instance, he's used to hitting RBX on those drives right there from me as the big man. However, RBX is our corner spot up, so keep that in mind. It makes it super weird. If I could, I absolutely wish that I would line up at the 3 and Kitchen would line up at the 2, but there's nothing we can really do about that. Now, you're going to see the way we play defense in this game. I really want you guys to pay attention to our defense because it really won us the game in this situation. Now, like I always say, I do think you need a great point guard to win in this game consistently, especially against great competition where you're going to be trading threes back and forth. Me personally, especially, I understand how great of an important impact it is for me to have a good point guard on my team, because me as an inside big, I rely on my point guard to be a 3-point threat. He needs to be fast, he needs to be able to shoot from deep, and he needs to do it quickly, because if he can't, that makes me getting to the paint a complete problem where people can just paint camp. So the other day I tweeted about the struggle of the inside big man, how I truly rely on my point guard to be forcing the big man out of the paint like this, out of respect for my point guard's 3-pointer and his speed and his ability to get open, and just like that it opens up my rolls to the hoop, maybe some standing lobs like you're going to see right here, where literally it just started from the big man having to move out of the paint. Now he easily could have defended this if we're being completely honest, but the long story short is I had some replies in that tweet where it was talking about how maybe they should take defensive 3-second and put it in the game where people couldn't just sit paint. Now, I'm not going to lie. In the stage, that's not the biggest concern. That's not something I even would think about, where really I play with great point guards, right? Where they just force these bigs out of the paint. If somebody decides to play front back defense and where the big man is just sitting paint, we're going to find threes all day. It's as easy as that. And half the time, they just throw their big and put him in the corner so that he doesn't even have to be in the pick and roll defense in the first place. Then they just play guard sides, which that's a topic for another day. I can't believe I haven't made a video about that, honestly. Now, really, our defense, in complete honesty, is that me and Kitchen sort of play sides with 2 6'9" and 6'8", where we're both good perimeter defenders. We're both good interior defenders as well, so we don't have to worry about one being more dominant at one thing than the other. All right, so peep this. I just want to flex my on-the-fly IQ because this is actually a really cool Imam play that I can entirely break down for you guys, and I already saw coming from this exact moment. Now, I want to show you guys this. The big man is lined up on Kitchen. He doesn't want to be on him. The lockdown is lined up on me. He wants to be lined up on AK. So he's going to make this little switch right here. So peep this. He flicks the stick, makes the switch. He's trying to switch up to AK. I'm camping block because I already know the big man literally can't move right now because he's the inbound defender for Kitchen. So just like that, the guards are super confused. I'm sitting here camping for the lob because I know it's going to be an easy outcome. The big man wanted to switch on to me, but they didn't want to leave the corner wide open. Peep how that all comes together. And literally with all that said, all I needed was the point guard to throw YY. And just like that, we get 2 points. So that comes back to the topic of the video. Do you need a good point guard to win in NBA 2K20? Like I said in the intro, the short answer is absolutely yes. The long answer is you don't exactly need a good point guard performance per se. Like, you don't always need your point guard to play well. Defense can bail you out of games. Small little IQ things like that can get you free points, where if we weren't able to get, consistent pick and roll sets, we can still do things like that. Playing good defense and getting fast break points can also lead to you scoring. So with all that said, you don't always need good offense to win you games. You can still play good defense, play fast breaks, stuff like that. It can bail you out of games. But with all that said, you can see they have somebody drive off the corner, dunk on Kitchen, who's a pure lock, who's sitting paint with literally 99 block rating and great interior defense and Hall of Fame defensive badges, and just get banged on. So with all that said, you can't always rely on defense to just win you games either. It's just the yin and yang. You need good offense, good defense. If one's having a bad game, the other has to bail the other one out. All right, so check this out. This is a great example of what a great point guard gets you instead of a good or an average point guard. So watch this. Any average point guard, if they don't throw me this lob right here, I'd be kind of irritated. I got slash takeover on. The big man's backpedaling. That's an easy lob. But peep this. This dude hits it between the legs. The lockdown's lost. Big man steps up. AK gets the green on top of that. And just like that, that's 1 point difference. Now, is that the biggest thing in the world? Not exactly. Like I said, any average point guard could have still hit me on that lob and it wouldn't have been the biggest deal. But since he is a great point guard and he's able to get shots up like that, it's big time. And that 1 point is still a pretty big difference. For us to be up 11-7 instead of 10-7 is actually kind of big time. Now right there, you can see that you could honestly probably tell the point guard was looking for crabs that entire time. I should have caught on to that as well. And unfortunately, he just misses that. And you know, it is what it is. Like I said, the goods separate themselves from the greats, and you see AK is over here trying to hit him with that same exact move, and they weren't going for that stuff. Now peep this. I hit the nice little roll right there. Unfortunately, I get a really bad lob animation. I call that the underhand scoop, and that one right there is probably the worst rate for any lob to go in the game, but nonetheless, still hits me at a good time and stuff like that as well. And really, it was still a good lob and a great look. I probably could have curled it off a little bit more horizontally, so it would have been a good lob angle instead of me going vertical. So for anybody who's wondering what I mean by curling off for the lob, essentially what I'm saying is if I go vertical, it's a really hard lob to get off in the first place where it's just a bad angle. It's not very likely to go in, and me curling it off is what allows for him to throw the lob. Now, why I do that is because if you throw a direct pass right down the middle against hedge defense, a lot of times it's easy for that big man to get the interception on the passing lane, and by me curling it off, it allows me to be available for a pass that's going to go over his head. To pretty much explain it like that. I hope I did a good job at explaining why I do the curls, but it is a pretty next level adjustment. I wouldn't recommend to just try it with any point guard because they really have to know their stuff. And honestly, I would say the only person who knows how to hit me really well on those would be Kitchen, where me and him, I'm gonna just put it to y'all like this. Kitchen is the really high IQ point guard. AK is the stick skill point guard where he's going to be able to get his own shots. He's the scoring machine. And this was some Showtime Lakers stuff right here. I got to run this back and show the appreciation to this play. So Kitchen gets the poke, dives on it. Now me and AK both crowd the ball. I'm like, okay, that's probably not a good idea for us both to do that. So AK gets the ball, dots me as soon as I move. That was such a beautiful play. I got to show that some appreciation. But anyway, back to the topic of what I was talking about. AK is the scoring machine of these two when they're on point guards. Kitchen is more of the high IQ, makes the right plays, and is always on the same mindset as me. And it's really just because we have a lot more experience together. Me and AK didn't really run a whole lot in the beginning of this year, but we were kind of a duo for the whole last like 3 years or so. And this year we kind of didn't play as much toward the beginning, and now we've picked it up a whole lot more recently. But you guys get the deal. Kitchen is the dude who's always on the same mindset as me because of chemistry, and that is another thing when it comes to the point guards as well. Chemistry and IQ and communication, they're massively important. And then to kind of talk about a whole nother topic, because this is where things start to really become interesting as far as like a whole nother topic. So let's talk about the impact that a big man can make on the game. Now, with all that said, it always goes hand in hand. The big man had to step up to AK, and just like that, because he had to step up to him, it made it a super easy rebound for me. Now right here, I didn't have to step up to the point guard as he shoots, and it would have been an easy rebound for me if AK hadn't got it as well. You get the deal. Anyway, my whole point is it goes hand in hand. Now peep this again. AK takes a bad shot, but why? Because the big man is stepping up, and just like that, I get free easy rebound. That doesn't happen in situations where they don't have to respect the point guard, and it, like I said, always goes hand in hand. This is why I'll never have an ego on this video game in the first place, because I know. Now, don't be wrong. I have an ego about my squad. I love my squad, and I think that we play really well. You can see Kitchen gets the full right there, another O-board, and then I'm coming back out right here. Now, right here, I was thinking I was going to go for the slip. Unfortunately, AK was coming right to me, which I would have wanted him to in the first place. So even if I were the point guard right there, I would have made that exact same mistake. Like if I were the point guard and big man, right, and I was telling myself, like, yo, come over here, and we're going to run this slip, I would have done the same exact thing. But like I said, if I do have an ego, it's about my squad. I love this 3 right here. I feel like this is my favorite 3 to run in this game. Kitchen is actually a really, really good lockdown, and that was proven to me like in this run right here where we were playing great on this 5K, great on the 10K, throughout the 1K, even stuff like that too. And I need to get in this comp stage stuff too, man. I just never know where to find them. Like, I be having to search dudes' gamer tags and stuff, and I don't know, it's just so weird. But I really need to get in the comp stage with this lineup right here because this is one of my favorites to run where Kitchen has the ability to be playing like good size defense, good fight through defense. Obviously, this is my favorite player with the finisher, where I just have great rebounding and finishing ability instead of my pure rim or something like that. And you can see Kitchen is different too. Now, obviously, that's not an entirely hard shot to make, but you can see it's a little fake pass. He's like, oh, y'all want to disrespect me from this short corner? All right, let's green this anyway. But like I said, this is my favorite squad to run with. The topic of this video, like I said, is do you need a good point guard to win in this game? You need good chemistry, good teamwork, and most of all, this is a video game. Have fun, man. I mean, that's all it really comes down to. So if you got a squad that you consistently play with, I think that's the most important thing in this game, is finding people you like to play with and enjoy playing with. And I understand there's a lot more that goes into it. Personality is a big thing too. That's part of my squad too. I'll never play with some, toxic people or just weirdos or anything like that. And just, I don't know. It's all about good vibes. Have fun. Play the game with people you enjoy playing it with. So real quick, before the video is over, a quick little box score check. You can see if you only look at AK's stat line, right? He went 2 for 5 with 2 turnovers. Instantly, you're thinking that's a bad game. But if you didn't watch any of this game, you would sit here and look at this and think that I carried, right? Well, at the same time, like I said, it's all credit and all respect to him for why I even got 14 points. They had to respect his 3-pointers, his ability to get open, and it gave me super easy openings. And if you, like I said, if all you did was look at this box score, you'd think I was just eating. But that's not the case. I was just taking what the defense gave us, and he was taking what the defense gave us as well. Now, there were some times where he took 2 bad shots. You guys saw him, but I got offensive rebounds on both of them. So it didn't even really matter, to be honest with you. So anyway, my whole point is, if all you do is read box score, you're going to have a completely different opinion than what it's actually true. But anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, put Kitchen in the comments, show your support to me all the way through. Let's try this 1 to 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Appreciate all the love that's been shown on the channel, man. My 4-year anniversary was just yesterday. I didn't get crazy views, I'm not going to lie, but hey, like I said, I appreciate all the love that's been shown. My birthday is coming up on the 17th. My 1,000th upload will probably be on the 21st or 22nd. This July is just crazy amounts of milestones and just crazy things going on for me. So I appreciate all the love. We're about to hit 100K coming up in the next probably 3 months or so as well. So, hey man, life's crazy. Life's great at this point, and I really do appreciate all you guys showing all the love and support. So anyway, other than that, hope y'all enjoyed, and take it easy, man. Peace.